Well, I guess we did it. I got a little bit of good news here related to last Epoch. Not good news for me, in all honesty, but good news for, I suppose, everyone that was potentially involved. So do you guys remember this right here? I made a horrible mistake I cannot fix. And this is a video showing me deleting. Look at this 3 DMs on the screen. This is meta as it gets. Look at this. You got a Primalist I'm trying to delete, and then I accidentally click on another character, which just happens to be my main character in the background. It doesn't close the delete screen and ends up deleting my main character instead. Now, I blame myself because I had clicked on the other character, even though the confirmation screen never went away. But if you actually look at the comments of this video, pretty much everybody was like, DM, this ain't your fault. Like, this is a UI bug, etc. Which is interesting because it seems like 11th Hour Games, aka the people that make Last Epoch, if you didn't know, actually agree. And they called this an issue. So not technically a bug, but I'm going to say it's an issue, but not a skill issue because this was actually fixed. Look at this, fixed an issue where delete prompt on the character select screen would not block clicks, allowing players to change the selected character being deleted. So this means that, guys, this is no longer an issue. Apparently other people have had this happen to them. This has been in the game for a while, but it is now no longer there. Then look to the next line. Move the online-offline switch to be behind the delete prompt fade on the character selection screen to prevent changing characters while having a delete prompt up. So they are changing things to make people like me not be able to just delete our characters out of existence. And thank God, because, well, I mean, it's a little too late for your boy, but yeah, that was annoying. Now, speaking of bugs, there was another bug that was fixed that seems somewhat controversial. Not everyone's happy about it. There was a bug that allowed Profane Veil's Vampiric Pool to give 40% of the consumed minion's max health as ward instead of the listed 4%. This is off by an order of magnitude. It was 10x the intended ward generation. Now, this seems like an obvious bug fix, but the reason, if you're curious as to why it was controversial, is because previously EHG had said they're not really planning to like nerf stuff mid-cycle. They're not going to do like these massive, overwhelming balance changes and take away good feeling builds. The reason this one was actually fixed is because this was a bug. They do say that they intend to fix bugs. If things are bugged beyond belief, they're going to be fixing this going into the future. In fact, there was a survey that got sent out about this type of stuff. And actually today we got the results of that survey. So we're going to pull them up right here. And here they are. 74.3% of players want OP skills and items fixed. 86.5% want to be notified prior to nerfing those OP builds. 71.9% disagree, and that's 52% strongly disagree, with nerfing skills or items that are OP if it is not due to a bug. So effectively, people are okay with the bug nerfing. Otherwise, they're not really a big fan of that. And this is the breakdown to further understand this. 55.5% of players strongly agree that during the cycle, fix bugs that cause skills or items to highly overperform. 28.5% strongly agree with skills or items to mildly overperform. And then during the cycle, you would like this to nerf skills or items that are highly overperforming, even if it is not caused by a bug. And that's when we see the disagreements starting to come in. The disagreements goes higher when it goes from highly overperforming here to mildly overperforming here. People don't care about mildly overperforming. The leaderboard ones are interesting because during the cycle, a full reset to leaderboards should be done when builds or items are nerfed that are highly overperforming as a result of a bug fix or balance change. You have 3 of the people are in the neutral, or in the neutral here, 30%. You have 28.2% strongly agree, but you also actually have some strongly disagree as well. So this is the most controversial one out of these. However, the partial reset is when we start seeing these statistics skewed a little bit here. A partial reset basically only resetting the people that were affected by using a bug or something like that. You start to see more people agreeing with this, while still a lot of people remaining neutral and a decent amount of people not being a fan of this. And then as you move over during the cycle, I want to be notified by public forum posts in advance when a bug fix or balance change will end up nerfing a highly overperforming build. Obviously, communication is good, so you're going to see the vast majority of people wanting that communication. So basically, people do want to see massively overperforming or bug-based things actually changed. They just don't want to see the non-bug-based ones change during the actual cycle, which makes sense. However, if it is a bugged, massively overperforming build, such as the 10x one that we just saw with the Ward as an example, then people are okay with that change happening. And it seems like the majority of the feedback seems they only want the people that were using the bugs on the leaderboard to be reset for the people that were affected, whereas everyone else who wasn't using the bug, etc., would be fine to continue with their place on the leaderboard. And the result of this is what basically everyone wanted, which is they will release fixes mid-cycle for bugs, which result in an item, skill, or build highly overperforming, and they will add leaderboard functionality displaying which specific patch or time span an entry happened during. So this allows you to know if the person got the leaderboard place perhaps with the bug, and they will only fix bugs, but they're not exactly just going to nerf stuff into the ground that maybe it's just better than they were expecting. The responses here from the people on the forum seem mostly positive. It seems like it was a nice balance between doing what needs to be done, but not nerfing people into the ground to the point that they get frustrated about it. And you can basically see that response here as well as you scroll down. Nice to be annoying not to reroll mid-cycle. They did mention here that if you look at this question here, will we be able to filter by the criteria? And the criteria he's talking about is for people that basically were either playing during the bug build, etc. And they said not at this time, but eventually it's something they're going to be looking at. So you'll originally be able to filter out those results if you want, if you're looking at a leaderboard. They go on to further clarify that, in their opinion, bug fixes aren't actually balance changes because it's not functioning the way that they intended the balance to be. So if you're fixing a bug, you're not changing the balance of anything. You're getting it back to what the balance originally was supposed to be, and then from there you do the balance changes. It seems like a lose-lose situation where even if they're nerfing stuff and people that were using the bugs get nerfed, those people are going to be upset because their nerfed build, that was a bug build, just got destroyed, and so those people are going to be influencing the survey results, etc. And some of those people are actually pointing this out in feedback here, which is that, hey, don't even ask us, just fix the bug like it's not intended. Obviously, people are going to vote in self-interest, and these are all fair points as well. But I honestly think the way they went about it with the survey in order to get the results and then bluntly just showing everyone the results and trying to strike the balance of the middle ground was a very reasonable way of doing it. But the biggest bug of them all, being able to actually delete your character, has been fixed. So for me today, W. Good news for last Epoch. That's about it. Love you all. See you on the live streams.